What's up YouTube? You're watching Blue Guitar 87, and today, as the title of my video says, I'll be doing a natural hair pet peeves video. So it's just a video talking about some things that I've noticed that people have said to me since I've been natural, and that over time has kind of irked me a little bit. But it's all in fun. But before we get started, I just wanted to say two things. First of all, I wanted you to check out my hair. Now, the last video I did a wash and go, and I was experimenting. I wanted to do a wash and go with just conditioner, and I did. I used just conditioner only after I washed it, and if you looked at it, you saw that it got it defined, but I made a comment that it was really soft, and softness to me does not equate hold. So the next day it wasn't that great, and the day after that it just didn't last very long. Today is a wash and go, and I'm very happy with it. Today is Monday. I did my hair Saturday, and I used conditioner and gel. So conditioner only method does not work for me, but that's okay. So this is what I'm working with. This is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In and Eco Styler Gel, the Argan Oil one. And like I said, I did it 2 days ago. Here's the back. I did it 2 days ago, and of course it was very crunchy because I did not, I used a heavy hand with the gel. And as you can see, it's, you know, it's not as big as it got with just the conditioner only method, and it's actually laying down quite a bit. But once again, here's what it looks like. Very defined. The hardness is not as hard as it was when I first did it. It is still a little crunchy, but crunchy does not scare me. So I'm fine with it. And I'm pretty sure within the next couple of days it'll soften up, because I do believe it will last for the next couple of days, because it's looking pretty good, and it's the third day. Okay, but that's it for that. The second thing I wanted to let you all know is that this month, in like 2 weeks, I'm going to be getting my hair flat ironed. And I don't get my hair flat ironed very much. I actually only get it flat ironed once a year. So I'm looking forward to that. I do know about heat damage. As you all know, I have my little weak spot here. But I went to this lady last year, and she flat ironed my hair, and it did good. As you can see, it reverted back, and my hair was like this before I went to her. So I knew it wasn't her that burned my hair, and most likely it was me. But I will be getting it flat ironed, just temporarily. And I will come on and let everyone see what it looks like when it's straight, and probably do some natural, some straight hair videos, just showing how I upkeep it, and maybe some styles. So that's it. So let's get started with the pet peeve number 6. This is not really a strong pet peeve. Hence is why it's number 6, because I realize I have a freakish amount of hair on my head. This is mostly, I guess, for the guys. Around where I live, the guys tend to, when they want to speak to you, they call out something about you rather than actually coming up to you and having a conversation. Like, "Hey girl, is that all your hair? What's your name?" Like, why is that first thing you say? Or why call out some part of my body before you address me? And so that's mainly the pet peeve, a small pet peeve. It's not a big problem, not a big deal, but I do notice that it happens a lot. So I'm just like, okay. It's not like a, "Hey, how are you? What's your name? Can I get to know you?" The first thing that is called out is that all your hair? From like across the street. It's kind of like, come on guys, I know you can, you know, come to a girl better than that. Let's go on to number 5. This pet peeve is not really my pet peeve, only because no one has ever said that to me. But natural hair friends that I have, they've gotten it a lot, so I just wanted to address it a little bit. The short answer, yes, your hair is still natural when it is straight. A lot of people say that chemically altering your hair would make it unnatural, and I agree with that as well. Look at this, okay? So my hair is being pulled. Like, my hair has been pulled straight. Does that make it any less natural? I mean, all I need to do is add a little heat and it'll stay straight. But if I add water to it, it'll go right back. Does that make it any less natural? And if that's the case, what about roller sets or twist outs and braid outs? Those alter the natural pattern of your curls, so shoot, let's say that those make your hair unnatural as well. Not. If you want to get technical about it, if it grew out of your head, if you grew your own hair out of your own scalp, technically it's natural, no matter what you've done to it. You don't want to make this difficult. Number 4. Okay, first of all, my hair does not need to be fixed as if there's something wrong with it. This is the way it is. This is how it grows. So if it's naturally that way, it doesn't want to be straight. Now, it may need a little style. It may be looking like a hot mess, but that doesn't mean that the solution to it is to straighten it. Like, straightening is the end-all, be-all answer to natural hair. And actually, flat ironing for me is more of a disadvantage than if I were to just leave it, you know, like it is, like it wants to be. And that's a whole nother video. It's okay if someone says, you know, I wonder what your hair would look like if it was straight. Or, oh, I like your hair. Have you ever straightened it? But don't come to me and be like, oh, your hair is not straight, you need to straighten it, as if there's something wrong with it not, you know, being straight. But that's it. That's my thoughts on that. Let's go on to number 3. Okay, so raking the hair. Let's not get this confused with touching the hair. There's a big difference. Raking, you know, is like you put your hands in, or they come back and they, you know, they're just kind of petting your hair and raking it, trying to get their fingers through. I understand that I have a lot of hair and it attracts attention and people want to touch it. So I wouldn't get upset from someone, you know, I know some girls don't like their hair touched, but it would be absurd for me to get upset if someone touched my hair because of, you know, people want to touch it. I mean, I can't get mad every time someone tries to touch it. But raking is a no-no. I don't know why people think that they can put their hands in this, you know, look at this, and they feel like they can put their hands in it and pull down and they think it'll actually go through. Even a curly girl that has a looser texture than mine, but it's still curly and shiny or whatever, even if you were to put your hands through there, it may go all the way through, but you're going to get some resistance along the way at some point. I mean, it's physics. It's about physics. You can't put your hair into coils and think that they're going to go through. I don't even rake my own hair. First of all, when you rake my hair, or anyone's, you know, natural hair, you're messing up what I've done to get it to look the way it is looking. In other words, I've taken a lot of time to get my hair look a certain way, and when you stick your hand in there, all that work goes out the window. On top of that, when you touch my hair or rake my hair, it causes frizz. If you touch it so many times, if you rake through it, eventually it'll be a frizzy mess, and then you're gonna be looking at me like, oh, you need to straighten your hair. And then after that, you know, when you put your hands in and you pull down, you're smushing the curls together. They're stacking on top. So now they're tangled. Now I have knots. And when I get home, I have to detangle. On top of that, depending on how much you rake, you could be breaking my hair. So it's not just being funny, I don't want you raking my hair. It's more like you're messing my hair up. But I have a problem, I don't have a problem with anyone touching my hair. Just don't break. Number 2. Yeah, I get this more from older women. And I know, old school, you use that comb, you gotta get that comb through it. If you can't get the comb through it, it's something wrong. There's something wrong with that. I learned that I don't have to comb my hair. But in answer to anyone that may be wondering, can I comb my hair? Yes, I can comb my hair. I can comb it whether it's wet or dry. Now I prefer to comb it when it's wet because it will go through easier and cut out time. But I could do it dry. It would just take longer and I would get more breakage. So I don't usually comb it when it's dry. Yes, I can get a comb through it, but don't automatically assume that if you see a girl with big wild hair that she cannot or has not combed her hair. And now my number 1 pet peeve, and some of y'all are gonna be upset with me, some are gonna be leaving flaming comments. I say say what you have to say, but this is my number 1 pet peeve, and it's kind of controversial, but this is it. Yes! Bring it on, bring on all the anger and whatever. I don't know why you won't be angry, but yeah, I kind of have a problem with it because people will refer to their hair and they'll say, I can't do nothing with my hair, it's so nappy, or this product won't work in my hair is too nappy for that. What? And then I don't like when other people assume that other curly girls want you to refer to their hair as nappy. I don't know, I just don't like when people describe their hair, or women describe their hair that way. And I think mostly because my peers, growing up, I didn't hear anyone refer to their hair as nappy. And I never use it, I guess because I never heard it. So when I got around a group of peers that used it, they would say, my hair is so nappy, I feel like, what does that even mean? I mean, come on. Like, okay, in the comments, if you're watching, tell me what you feel like nappy hair is. Tell me. Now, some people are okay with it. Some people are fine with, using that. That's fine. If it's fine with you, I shouldn't have any kind of problem with it. So do what you do. But don't automatically assume that another curly girl wants you to refer to her hair in that way. Specifically, those people that use the word nappy. If you use it nappy, if you call your own hair nappy, don't be like, girl, what you trying to do with your hair? Your hair nappy. It's such a bad word to me. Am I the only one that feels that way? Okay. But that was my number 1 pet peeve. I'm sorry, I get on my family members all the time and they're like, oh, my hair is so nappy. And I'm like, please stop calling your hair nappy. That's it for my pet peeves. And if you agree with them, leave a comment. If you don't agree, leave a comment. But once again, they're my pet peeves. These are what bother me, and they don't necessarily have to bother you. In conclusion, we know that people are going to say different things about our hair. They have different opinions about our hair, but you have to take it in stride. And a lot of it is unintentional, point blank. A lot of it is. Some of it is done in innocence. So we don't want to be hasty to get upset about things. One more thing. All you naturally curly girls and natural women, please don't put down women that still perm their hair, don't want to be natural, wear weaves, and things like that. I see it. I've seen it and heard it, and I just don't like it. Why should you do that? Why should you pressure them or put them down because their hair is not natural, or say something negative about their hair because it's not natural? You don't want to get a big head because of your big hair. Don't do it, because you may have your hair today, but what happens tomorrow? You never know. So don't put people down about hair. It's hair! But that's it. So you guys don't get overly offended by things and enjoy your hair. Peace.